Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Weekend Edition, live at 10.
I said, guys, we need to get off of here. If there's a spark, it's going to blow.
And blow it did. The explosion was felt throughout Allentown and parts of Lehigh County. Homes were destroyed. Dozens of people evacuated. The explosion flattened 3 homes, but somehow all of those residents are alive tonight. The blast happened about 1:30 this afternoon on Mohawk Street in Allentown. The city fire marshal and UGI crews are on the scene investigating. WFMZ's Karin Mallett is live in Allentown with the very latest. Karin.
John, UGI tells us a contractor was out working on a gas meter in this neighborhood at the same time as the explosion, but no word tonight on whether a gas leak was to blame. When you take a look at the scene, it is amazing that no one was seriously injured or killed. 3 homes were completely leveled, at least 2 others damaged, and tonight, as you can see from behind me, the floodlights have turned this area into daylight so that crews can continue working around the clock so that people can get back in their homes.
We have 791 Mohawk, 789 Mohawk, and 787 Mohawk that were leveled by the explosion.
Homeowners from as far away as 4 miles say they could hear the explosion, and closer, they could feel the ground shake.
Almost like if somebody set off a firecracker, like right in the next room, or maybe a cannon going off.
And others with the Queen City Airport nearby thought it was a plane crash. The bank shook the neighborhood, bringing 3 homes literally to the ground. Pieces of the building scattered in yards.
And then I looked out my back window off on my porch and I saw a big fireball coming up this, up, and lots of black smoke.
Dozens of calls to 911. Firefighters were already on their way. It took about 45 minutes to get the fire under control. Hotspots and flare-ups are a concern.
And we're still actually working on it. We're overhauling as we speak. We need to get some big machinery in here because of some of the debris, and we still have some hot spots. So we are on it.
Because of the potential for flare-ups and those hot spots, there was a flare-up just this afternoon while we were here, and since all the services to that block have been turned off, people and their pets who live on Mohawk Street, on this side of the street on the east side, have been evacuated and will stay most of the night, at least, in the shelter at South Mounted Middle School. For now, we're live in Allentown. Karin Mallett, 69 News.
All right, thanks very much, Karin. And after the explosion, between 60 and 80 homes were evacuated. It included houses on Mohawk and South Delaware streets. After several hours, everyone from South Delaware was allowed back in their homes. But some residents of homes that were not damaged on Mohawk streets are still waiting to find out if they'll be able to get back in their homes tonight. Meanwhile, residents of the 3 homes that were destroyed and 3 that were damaged are getting help tonight. The Red Cross is providing a safe place to stay, hot meals, and checking on the victims' emotional needs.
To help them kind of regroup, if you will, and then we'll follow those families through the recovery process with information and referral. But right now is to get them to a safe, warm place at the middle school, speak with them, and meet their immediate emergency needs.
Now, this all reportedly started while a UGI gas worker was working on a meter inside one of the homes. And 69 News spoke with a woman who says it was her gas meter that was being serviced. WFMZ's Brittany Westbrook has her dramatic story.
So then he's fiddling around down there, and all of a sudden I heard like this pop, and then this whoosh.
Crystal Mack says next she heard gas rushing out of a pipe. She says the smell was overwhelming, and something told her to grab her 4 grandchildren and get out of the house. Mack says the gas man came with them and called for help.
And he's telling him, I can't plug it. He said, the pressure is too strong. I can't plug it. I had already called my husband telling him, you need to get back here now. Now, hurry up and get here. So I called back and was saying, are you on your way? And they were saying, we're turning the corner. And no sooner did I hang up, everything just blew and it knocked me down across the street. My nephew down on his knees across the street, and my little grandson got cut across his face. That guy got cut, and I turned around and everything was just coming down.
Before the explosion, Mack went door to door trying to get her neighbors to come out, but not everybody made it in time.
The gas guy just fell down on his knees looking up and then put his hands out on the ground like, oh my God.
Mack says the explosions kept happening until her pets, her house, and everything else was gone.
It just kept blowing up and blowing up.
Tonight, things are much more quiet, and Mack and her family don't know their next move, but they are amazed and grateful they have one another.
God was smiling. He told us, get those kids out that house, knock on those doors, get those people out. It was gonna go.
In Allentown, Brittany Westbrook, 69.
Dozens of people are out of their homes in Allentown tonight because of an explosion that leveled 3 houses and damaged several others. Let's take you back out to the scene now. WFMZ's Karin Mallett live in South Allentown with the latest on tonight's top story. Karen.
John, we'll give you a quick recap in case you missed it. An explosion about 1:30 this afternoon here in Allentown at the corner of Mohawk and South Delaware Streets. 3 homes were flattened this afternoon by that explosion. UGI tells us a contractor was working on a gas meter about the same time as the blast, but no word tonight on whether a gas leak is to blame. That is under investigation. We hope to have more answers for you on that tomorrow. The homes on Mohawk Street, people inside those homes were evacuated. No one was seriously injured or killed. It's amazing when you look at that video that everyone made it out and is okay tonight. Several of those people, dozens in fact, are at the shelter and will be staying there overnight for at least that time. Those, of course, who have their homes damaged are being helped by the American Red Cross. Here at the scene tonight, crews are still working. They will likely be here through the night and into tomorrow. There's a lot of work to be done. There's, of course, a lot of debris when that explosion happened. Parts of the building went all over the yards and down the street as well, so there's a lot to clean up tonight. They're also trying to get all the services turned back on so that people have power and heat in this area, especially on this cold winter night here tonight. And of course, we'll have much more on this continuing story for you tomorrow on the news. For now, we are live in Allentown at Karin Mallett, 69 News.
All right, thanks very much, Karen. That's all for 69 News at 10. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow at 6 and 10.